Hey guys, today I'm going to introduce my RFID project. Hope you like it. I will explain you the functionality of the RFID tag and also show you my project. So first, let's start with having a look at what all components are required in order to make this project. So first, we would need an RFID module, which here I have chosen the MFRC522 RFID module, which comes with two RFID cards for its cheap cost and easy availability. Now, we would also require a 16 by 2 LCD screen to make the project interactive and easy to use. To control the display by just using two analog pins, we would definitely require an I2C module. And to control everything, we will need an Arduino Nano, or you may use an Arduino Uno also. But here I will use an Arduino Nano only. Next, you would require an Arduino Nano cable to upload the code and also power it in case you are not powering it using the batteries. Next, we will require a breadboard, or you may also use a Vero board. But before adding this project to the Vero board, I strongly recommend you to first try it on the breadboard so that you know everything is working. And because Vero board will make this project permanent. So before that, check everything is working. Now, we will require 4 LiPo batteries 1865, or you may use an power bank or a wall adapter to power this. To connect everything, we will require male-to-male jumper wires and a few 1K resistors. Now, next we will need some push buttons to open the door, close the door from inside and close the door from outside respectively. Next and the last, we will require an SG90 or an MG90 servo motor to open the door or close the door. You may even use this servo to latch the door. By having a first look at the module, we see a PCB coil with a few capacitors. Also, if you look at the RFID card against the light, you can see a coil with a capacitor and an IC. They both have coil antennas. By passing current through a copper wire, which creates a magnetic field that will induce current in that copper winding, which results in a voltage drop. That's how the data is sent. A magnetic wave is created in the first antenna, and that magnetic field will reach the ID tag antenna. But this tag has no power. Then how will the card send the unique ID data? Well, the RS signal that arrives at the card charges up a capacitor present inside it, which can provide the power to the IC just for a few milliseconds, and that's enough to send the unique code back. Now, let's connect the RFID module to the Arduino Nano so that we can find out our card's unique value. To do so, you have to put the D10 or the digital 10 pin of the Arduino to the STA pin of the RFID module, D13 or the digital 13 to the SCK pin, D11 or digital 11 to the MOSI pin, D12 or digital 12 to the MISO pin. Note, after connecting the MISO pin, you have to leave a pin IRQ unconnected. Next, you have to connect the ground pin to the ground pin of the Arduino, the D9 or the digital 9 to the RST or reset pin of the RFID module, and 3.3 volt to the 3.3 volt of the Arduino. Note, this sensor only works on 3.3 volts, so please connect it carefully and do not give it 5 volts. After connecting the RFID module to the Arduino, go ahead and download the I2C and the RFID libraries from the link given in the description. And then open the Arduino IDE. In case you have not downloaded the Arduino IDE, you can also download it from the link in the description. After successful download of the libraries, and once you have opened the IDLE, go to Sketch, include library, add zip library, and add your library. In my case, I have already added the library, so need not to add it again. Once you have added the library, in File, go to the examples, scroll down, you will see the MFRC522 library examples. In this, Open the read NUID example. After opening this, go to tools and select the COM, as well as make sure the board you have selected is Arduino Nano. Processor is Atmega 328P, and you can select any COM depending on to which COM you have connected your Arduino to the computer using the cable. After checking all this, you can simply click on the upload button and wait for the code to upload. Now this may take a few seconds. Once the code is uploaded, open the serial monitor. Make sure the bandwidth set is to 9600, and then bring the card in front of your RFID module, and you will see that your value of the tag is shown. Note down this value somewhere in order to remember it. Now, place the second tag in front of the sensor to note its value. You may take a screenshot or write this value down as it will be used further. So once you have got the unique value of your cards, make the connections of the LCD screen, the servo, push buttons, buzzer, and other components as per shown in the schematic. Note, the RFID connections will remain the same, so need not do them again, but connect the LCD screen and other parts according to the schematic. You may pause the video. So once you have made all the connections successfully, get back to the Arduino IDE, open the RFID_gate code, which is available in the description. Upload this code to your Arduino with all the connections made. And if you are liking this project, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Okay, so now that we have uploaded the code, it's time to test the project. The moment you power on, you can see a welcome message on the LCD display saying to place card here. Let's place the card. Okay, so as I place the master card, you can see that the door opens. Now let's close this from the button. When I press the button, the door gets closed. Thus, the button is also working. Now let's test whether the door opens from an unknown ID or not. So as you can see, the door does not open from unknown ID and the access is denied. Now let's see how can we add a new ID. To add a new ID, place the master card. You will see that the access is granted. Wait for a few seconds, place the master card again, and now place your new ID that you want to add. Now you can see the new user is stored as user 2. Let's close the door from the button present inside and test whether this new ID can open the door or not. You can see the access is granted to user 2 and user 2 can now open the door. And this project thus is working. Congratulations, we have successfully made a RFID door lock system. Thank you everyone. Keep visiting my channel to get tech tips and watch new videos. Don't forget to catch up with the Wi-Fi enabled version soon so that you can operate the lock from anywhere in the world using your phone. To watch how this project was made, code, and how to make it, stay tuned. Keep safe, keep healthy, and keep watching and liking my projects. Also, don't forget to post your recommendations in the comments.